Welcome to Suladan Plays Garten of Banban 2. So in Garten of Banban 1, things happened, an elevator in Jumbo Josh. And we last time went over some of the mechanical difficulties and or changes that I would recommend. You know, there's the whole thing. This one's probably going to be similar in that I will ramble a lot. Also, Garten of Banban 2 is a fair bit larger than Garten of Banban 1, so it is possible this will be broken into two episodes, or maybe three, depending on size, but we'll get there when we get there. One thing I do want to note up front is I love that this one has the journal menu, which is one of the things that I, hope to see. Now, in fairness, Banban 2 came out before I said anything, so I'm in no way taking any credit for such. And also, to my knowledge, we've gotten the hardware issues sorted out. So it should run pretty smooth, so that's great. Also, 10 to 1 if I click load game. I'm going to do it just to see, but it's probably going to start me right at the beginning, which is much like Banban 1 did. Okay, it did. Is there a mouse sensitivity? No, there is not. Oh my goodness. Okay, we will do this the hard way. It's not a complaint against the game, but you do mouse sensitivity menu, very helpful. So we're going to start much like the other one. For a parent looking for their missing child, time is a delicate matter. Click the clock to advance time. Now that's lit up, and everything got quiet. Stuff has moved, more stuff has moved. Now it's dark. Still not 100% on what you're trying to do there. Now, off screen real quick, assuming it lets me, it's going to gripe at me, I knew it. Some games don't like being alt-tabbed in and out of. Can I have the... Why are you on that monitor of all things? Performance... There we go. Dropped the mouse sensitivity a bit. When the game doesn't have me away, I'll just do it in the mouse. But yeah, generally something you want to do in the game. So yeah, Jumbo Josh ain't doing too hot. I admittedly am confused where the elevator came down from, because I should be able to look up here. And even if the thing closed, where's the hydraulic piston that was beneath it? Unless you're saying Josh was the piston. But that wouldn't make any sense, because he broke the piston at the end of the last thing, and has presumably blood on his hands. So there's my remote. And I think the antenna's been chewed on by somebody, and then there's a keycard. I'm going to run off into the darkness, and I think that's a wall, so we're not. Yep, it's just a wall. You can see the metal. So yeah, keycard lets us out. Still no crouch. I can jump, I can sprint. The only reason crouch comes up for me is I think it would be neat to crouch and like look through these holes, because there are some times that you can kind of see some stuff through there. Such as in the first game, when you see that bird's head peeking around, you can sometimes catch a glimpse of it through there. And... question/mystery number 1. What in the name of all that is holy is this place? Like, kindergarten or a huge military/research facility with a hole that leads into the abyss. Keycard? This is it. The things we've done have finally come back to bite us. Everyone's gone, and the whispers from the abyss just keep getting louder. I think I even saw a face or two looking up at me. We were told everything that gets thrown into the abyss dies, but it appears we were wrong. If you're reading this, take my advice and leave. Everything here should be forgotten and erased from history. Thought I saw something for a second. Whee! Yeah, we died. Kind of figured that was going to be the result of that. We turned into a coin. Still get the E to reincarnate thing, which is a question. A very puzzling question, but a question we cannot answer currently. So here's the first thing you're going to notice. Depending on where you're at in the game, the checkpoint can be a pain. Here it's not a problem, of course. And yeah, apparently the journal is strictly in the main menu. I would recommend having like the J key do it or adding a thing in here for it. Whatever the case, this is active. You know they're active because it's lit up. That extends this. I'm confused by a lot of what's happening. I don't like when you do that without warning. So, testing sector, that's not a great thing. And again, I want to kind of peek through the door. Now, here's one thing that I know that some people have gotten stumped on. And yes, like with Banban 1, I do know some things about Banban 2. These are buttons. I also don't understand for the life of me how that like, OSHA would have a conniption over this. OSHA would never allow that. And then the button is so that if by... Well, one, it's world building, but one, if that was off somewhere, I could then use that to change and move it to where I need it. Nothing in there that I can get to. And no one knows where the drone is at, but presumably without the handle, I mean the antenna, I can't do anything. So one thing I do like... Okay, I just noticed something else. Okay, one thing I do like, the player character moves with moving objects. I have seen some games where objects move out from under you. I have seen some professionally made AAA games where if you're standing on a moving platform, it just slides out from under you. That bugs me. Unless it's part of the game design and or mechanics, but when it's just like a one-off thing and it's like, no. Second thing I notice, when this thing moves, the texture is moving. That's like some Chowder shenanigans going on here. And for those that aren't familiar, I mean the cartoon series Chowder. Many of the characters' texture palettes or things were stationary like that, and as they moved, the texture would just kind of slide across them. It was done stylistically, and I really enjoyed it in that scenario. I've just never seen it come up in a game. So that's neat. Not a complaint at all, just find that fascinating. I see a message, by the way, comm sector, the spider is real. Well, J. Jonah Jameson has been here. That's good to know. There's an elevator to success, but stairs are good exercise. I can hop over here. I can hop back over here. I feel like that message should concern me. That message does concern me. Weird blue thing. Is real and it's coming. Alright. He about to chase me. We can't chase me if I chase him first. Boo. He's not there. Did this not open the door? Banban's kindergarten. This is the comm sector. This looks more like an office, so I guess communications. Also, what's with the something going on over there with the lighting? You could see that, right? What's going on with that? Spook 'em.
Hey,
Bang.
you there. I can see you on the cameras.
What camera?
I am so happy to see you. And I need your help with something. Wait, can you even hear me?
Nope.
Hello?
I cannot.
Listen, if you can hear what I'm saying, wave at any camera.
Jump on the table, you say? Aight. Jump. 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 Fine. Because I can't wave my hands, I've got to wave the thing'em.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad you're here. I thought this was the end. I was looking around and walked into the security room. Then the door closed behind me and I've been stuck inside since. It needs a light blue key card to open, but I don't have it.
That's a dark blue door, so
I know why you're here, and I can help you, but you've got to get me out of here. If I recall correctly,
You're
only
what I saw.
maintenance workers held the light blue key card. So you're gonna have to go down to the maintenance room and look there.
Hmm.
The door there is probably locked as well, and I can open it from here, but I do have control over the break room door. Here, I open it for you. See if you can find anything useful in there.
Meh. Meh. Ooh, what's there? Hey, it's the room we were in at the start, which still leaves so many questions. The emergency alarm has been activated. And I'm going to assume... Yes, because that makes logic. You just pop it out and shove it in, and that's how antennas work. You could design a hot swap antenna that would plug and unplug in that process, but that was also much larger. Also... Wait. Yo, he's alive. There was a note over here we should do. Case update. Case 6, alias the Devil. Communication with Case 6 has provided invaluable information that may explain why previous cases of... Buddy?
Oh, the good old drones.
Buddy?
I lost mine a couple of weeks ago.
I'm in the middle of something.
Maintenance workers used them for all sorts of things, like reaching high places and grabbing things that fell into the abyss, and sometimes even comfort.
I see
It's
problems
good that
with
you
this
have
status.
one. It might be useful in our little conundrum. Take a look around and see if you can figure out how to get into the maintenance room. I'm unsure if it can be of much help, but wave at the cameras if you need my insight.
Okay. Question 1. The drone has no grabber mechanic. How to grab stuff? Question number 2. The drones have a very limited range. What you mean they get stuff that fell in the abyss? Question number 3. I guess I get the emotional comfort thing, but that only makes sense in the context of somebody being isolated and, like, in a situation like this where there's no one else to interact with and you might need to anthropomorphize something and, you know, have kind of a Wilson incident with the faces on the soccer ball or basketball or whatever thing. I've seen so many references to that, I don't know what the original looked like. Anyway. Other thing, let me read! Communication with Case 6 has provided invaluable information that may explain why previous cases sorely failed, as well as improve the creation of future cases. So one thing of note, when they use the word case, they mean test subject or specimen. It makes some of the writing kind of run weird. Despite being seemingly incredibly intelligent, it does not appear to recognize that it's not a human. When addressed as non-human, it reacts with confusion. Reflections also have no effect, as he appears to see itself as the human genome's donor. A meeting between Case 6 and its donor has not yet been conducted. Case 6 describes the constant immense pain present in the entirety of its body. Despite the human genome donor of Case 6 being a doctor, the case has failed to give a description more detailed than the pain having to do with blood flow. This is strange because Case 6 has no blood, only Givanium. Case is not ready for presentation. Yeah, based on the alias of the Devil, I'm assuming that this is Banban because he's red and has horns, and that seems to be a common stereotype. So something involving Givanium, bringing things to life, but also inflicting pain on them in lieu of blood flow. So, one thing to notice here, there's a couple new arrivals. Slow Celine was not in the first one. Sheriff Toadster was not in the first one. And what's with this unnamed gooba? Why? And I'm guessing this is the spider, because that's what was peering around the door at me. But what's up with this, and, like, what? Are you an untested character that they just haven't figured out whether you're ready to release yet? Not in a literal sense, but in a, like, marketing in public. Button. That's not activated. Or, no, red means it is functional, so do the thing, Droney. You seem a little faster. That is good. Fancy. There's hats? I'm confused. What does classic look? I don't know. Look, he's got a party hat. He's fancy. I figured this table over here in the marker meant something, so when I got the drone, I should poke around at it. Okay, so that door is inoperable, that door's locked. There's buttons at all the desks, and there's this nonsense here. What is that? Customer registration recap board. You're expected to punch in from lowest to greatest. Okay, so does that mean I don't get paid if the person in front of me in line doesn't show up for work to clock in? Well, this is an awful style. Ooh, my remote changed colors. The button also has a texture on it. Oh my goodness, well, who is which desk? Oh, no. Are you telling me I have to, like, match the colors? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Unless there's some trick here I'm not seeing. This is horrible. For one, if you're gonna have names, put name tags on the desks or something. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this. It should be kind of a peachy red, so let's try this one. Okay. Drew is the red. I mean, it's doable, but you've got too many layers here happening. At the very least, put name tags on the desks. I don't, oh my goodness. And I don't even begin to know how this would work if I was colorblind or something. Did you pick colors that are going to work in that case? Like, yeah, again, name tags on the desks. This would remedy so much. So we did Drew, so next is pale blue. That should be you. Shaver is the not so pale blue. 7, Rahul. I mean, it's doable, don't get me wrong, but if you, like, at a glance, if you just missed this, and then if your color vision is in any way, oh my goodness, it's not the way I would do that. Okay. 12. Okay, so this one, and then this one. Yay! And then that opens a door to get me a key card, which is really weird. Oh man, I could have asked him for assistance.
Sweet. Now you can go down to the maintenance room. Remember, you're looking for a light blue key
I do
card.
like the idea that you can do that,
Luck
but it's
and
something that's
thank
easy
you.
to forget. So let's see what he says if I... Oh, you're going to ignore me now, I see. Wonder what would have been said. Puzzled. Very puzzling. It's okay to have no friends and be miserable like me. Also, your shadows are a little too shadowy. Like, I get darkness and all, but let's see if I tweak it down. Shadow quality low. Nope. No. Okay, well, tweaking the shadow quality does nothing there. I'm assuming I don't have to leave the menu entirely, because in the other game I didn't have to. Slow Celine says, I may be slow, but I'm quick to help anyone in need. Your eyes are not following me, but they still feel like they're following me, and for that I disapprove. I so greatly disapprove. Oh, what fresh nightmare is this? Reminder to workers. Do not work in groups smaller than 2. Carry flashlights at all times. If in direct confrontation with the spider, cause as much noise as possible until help arrives. What do you mean flashlights are in the equipment room? Where's the equipment room? I disapprove. And I'm going to run like a fool. Run like a mad fool. Run. I don't care what the arrow says. I'm running like a mad fool. Nobody's going to expect me to go left every time. And if they do expect me to go left, then so much confusion. That leads to a dead end. I ain't going left every time no more, apparently, because every path doesn't. This is a maze. I've worked in stockrooms before. Why would you do this? This is what bored forklift drivers do when you leave them to their own devices. Ooh, what's that? Well, there was a TV upstairs with a cassette picture next to it. Remember to protect yourself. Hard hat and high-vis vest. I want to know who made the hard hat. That's a big hard hat. Like half expected to see the spider scurrying around. And I'm just going to call him the spider because the game didn't deign to give him a name, apparently. So, yeah, this time they phrased it better. The yellow glass is breakable, but the toy cannot be directly aimed at it. You have to aim behind it. He also rotates faster, so that's nice. I'm assuming I just hit all 3. And his collision is a little bit better, so that's also nice. The button collision detection, not specifically that, but the delay before I can give it another order is a little slow, but whatever. This door doesn't have... Why is this door bigger? Like, that's almost eye level. What is up with that? Like, you remember earlier I was pointing out that I'd have to crouch to look in the door. Boo. Keycard. Oh, shush. Why? Oh my good lord! That's not cool. Okay, let's not go that route. Black keycard, black door. No keycard swipey-doo. Is there a point to this keycard? Is this keycard a waste of my time? Methinks yes. This is at least one case where the autosave is not shooting me in the foot. So methinks grab keycard and run. Oh, what is that? Okay, pink means go opposite. Blue means go direct. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Pink means go opposite. I can't see for beans. For some reason, that time didn't scare me, but I can't see. Is the flashlight comment world building, or is there really a flashlight that I should have found and just haven't? That would probably be a frustration. I mean, that could be used as a flashlight, in all fairness. I assume I'm on a time limit. I can barely see and I'm having to focus really tight to see. What was that? Oh yeah, shelving fell over, so I now no longer can get back there. Strange and fascinating. I like what you're going for there, but the I don't know, the flashlight lack thereof feels weird. Don't scare. I keep right-clicking and that thing scares me. I don't know. That section could be polished. I don't know. Something feels odd about it. The lack of flashlight, primarily. Then there's just not a lot of... Like, if you don't see that sign and translate it quick enough, you're going to have to die and restart, and then go look at it, and then trigger the thing, and that just feels a little weird, but whatever. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, he's completely ignoring us now. So much for, you know, hey, wave at the camera, I'll help you. Yeah, no, you won't. You'll just shut down, apparently. What's this? Well, that's unhelpful. Concrete room. Now, I don't think I found a blue keycard, but I'm gonna wander off. Yeah, and that's the only one I can go to. I don't trust it. Yeah, there's reasons I don't trust it. Shush, we know. If you read this fast enough, you might escape. I plan on sneaking up on you very fast and hitting you while you read this. Yeah, I tried to X out of it and it won't let you, so it would have been interesting.
3 birds with 1 stone. I get all of your key cards, I get the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard. Or maybe I did. Either way, it's best you take a nap while I prepare for our little surgery.
That's a lot to take in. I do like the usage of the blurring to, you know, kind of cover for some of the fact that the model's mouth isn't moving. He wouldn't be able to talk like that. But that voice does not sound like what should be coming out of Banban. Not gonna lie. And it's not just because I have Jacksepticeye's version of the voice stuck in my head. That just does not... The voice does not fit the body. Now, I get part of the reason is they couldn't give it a voice that sounded inhuman, because then the prior section would be weird unless you explain there was a voice changer or something involved. Also, what is the... like... bed... There's some kind of drag trail. Presumably it's saying that I was dragged here. That's glass. Button. Duh. The amount of time I have to wait after summoning it is aggravating. That's something I would definitely tweak, is make it so that you don't have to wait so long for that. Again, wait. Like, it's such a huge wait. The wait before giving it a second command is also tedious, and I think it's telling you that if you go this way, then I can click here and have it hit the glass. Boy. Boom! Glass busted. Do that. Random keycard, because why not? And that lights up the whole place. Well, this confuses me. Yeah, there's a Givanium trail. Is he bleeding? Did they just leave trails? What is the message here? I've hit that button, and I've hit this. Oh! An elevator. Not what I would have expected, but the... Oh, don't Do that. Don't make that noise. My mind associates that with the Opila bird. I was looking around like, oh no, the bird. So yeah, that's a thing. So for this first section, the main thing is, I'm gonna be honest, that keycard puzzle is janky and needs to be... Put name tags on the desks at least. I don't know, that... It's something you can figure out, but it... Oh my. But it is kind of... At least, again, put name tags on the desks or something. I just feel like you're going to run into problems if you have anybody with any form of color blindness or, you know, difficulty differentiating shades of those two colors that you picked. And just having name tags on the desks would resolve a lot of it. Or just changing the entire cipher so that it's a little less obscure. I like it, but I feel like it could be improved. I didn't have too much trouble with it, but I see how it could be very easy to miss that and then, oh my goodness, brute forcing. That would have been... not a delight. We'll say not a delight. And then the spider section. I like what you're going for, but again, there's no flashlight in the area, which would have been neat. And it feels a little too much like the spider is non-existent, and it's just a literal scripted kill trigger for either play... I don't know if it's... My two theories are either A, there is a safe path coded, and if you go off that path, it just insta-kill, or B, there is an invisible kill wall that just scrolls through the area, and if you don't make it to a certain point by, you know, certain time, then, again, it triggers the insta-kill. But that feels weird to me when you don't, like, even just having it scurrying on the ceiling or having something to imply it's up there would have gone better than just it feels like it just spawns out of nowhere and kills you instead of feeling like it's a part of the environment. So tweaking that in some way might be good. And lastly, and this is no offense to whoever's doing the voice acting, the voice doesn't really fit Banban. Now there are various effects that you could apply to it, you know, various things you could tweak there, but it just doesn't seem to fit the character, and it's a little surreal hearing that voice come from that. But we'll see how things, you know, proceed in the future. I have an ant bite on my hand I didn't know about. But, given that I know this game is a fair bit longer, I'm probably going to say that this is a good pausing point, and we're going to go ahead and pause here. And wherever the nearest checkpoint, which is either at the bottom of the elevator or at the top of the elevator, we have not really run into any checkpoint issues yet. I know there's a couple later in the game, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm going to go ahead and pause here for now. And next time, we will continue our journey through Garten of Banban 2. Thank you for watching. See you next time.